I was interested in rockets, and so I started, building rockets. And at first I was ordering rockets online from this company called Estes. They used to make model rockets. You could assemble them. They're basically balsa wood paper, and they'd show you little rocket engines that would go inside, and you could shoot them. A parachute would open and all of that. It was really, really cool. But then I got to the point where I wanted to take it to another level, right? So I went to the library and found some books on rockets and model rockets, and I learned how to make my own rocket fuel. And so the recipe was pretty straightforward, and it required heating the rocket fuel up and then pouring it into the body of the engine. So I was in the kitchen on my mother's stove, melting this rocket fluid so I could put it into the fuel, so I could put it into the rocket, and it overheated a little bit. So I saw a little spark right in the corner of the pot, and I knew that there was no way I could stop it because all the ingredients were there for it to just burn and release all this gas was needed to propel the rocket, of course. And so smoke and fire was spewing out of the pot in the kitchen on the stove, and in fact it got so thick I couldn't see my hands in front of my face. It was so much smoke. Finally it cleared, and I looked around, and a few small holes burned in the kitchen chairs. And of course, I was very concerned about what my dad would say when he got home. I don't remember what Mom said, quite honestly, other than maybe wait till your dad gets home.
And how did you explain getting stopped by police on the expressway in a go-kart you made?
Well, it seems like every time I look around, I was getting into stuff, and I found a bunch of parts in a junkyard and other parts I would make, and I cobbled together an engine. It was tough getting it to start, but even the clutch, I used a fan belt and just hacking my way, I guess is what the term would be now, but back then it was just jerry-rigging and putting things together, and finally got a go-kart that would work. We started, with go-karts that we would push each other around, right? We get the wheels and we push each other, and we had a little cord to turn it, and it was just like a soapbox kind of deal, but very crude. But then I wanted to take it to another level, and so I managed to build a gasoline-powered go-kart, just out of scrap parts and pieces, engine parts that didn't fit each other, but they came from different engines. I managed to put them together and make them work anyway.